18 starters, the women's A 5,000 metres, and they are Stella Radford from Box Hill in 1, Sarah Klein from Frankston in 2. Brooke Williams, representing Albury Athletics, is in 3. Rachel McGuinness from South Melbourne in 4. Gemma Maney, we welcome her back to the track. She is in 6. Jessica Jason, South Melbourne, in 8. Saskia Lloyd, St Stevens, is in 9. In 11, Victoria Skelsonis from Box Hill. Carla Treweek from Wendouree is in 13. Alice Oakley Kerr, St Stevens, is in 14. Cassie Little, Glen Huntley, 15. Madeline Gwynn is in 16. Olivia Twining from Yarra Rangers, 17. Sarah Waters is in 19. Amelia Morton from Box Hill, 20. Matilda Lestrange, Diamond Valley, 21. Olivia Weston, Glen Huntley, 22. And in 23, she is the national cross-country champ. It is Georgia Hansen.
And they're off in the women's A 5,000 metres. Number of Australian representatives, number of Australian champions towing the line in this 5,000 metre event. Now, I don't think there's a pacer in this evening's event. I'm told that the leaders do want to go for around 16 minutes. It's pretty hard to find a pacer to do that for the women. So would be aiming for about 75 for that first lap for the leaders. So Georgia Hansen, Sarah Klein, Gemma Maney, Stella Radford, all in the mix at the head of the field. And Brooke Williams is the other athlete in the mix at the front of the field. So straight away, 3 small packs have formed. So going through that second lap, just a little bit slower, 75 and then a 78. So Hansen, Williams, Radford, Klein and Maney. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this women's A 5,000 metres. So Georgia Hansen, no stranger to the track here at Box Hill. Stella Radford just sliding in behind her. So 3:12 going through that first kilometre, just on 16-minute pace. McGuinness, Lloyd and Alice Oakley Kerr are your next 3. McGuinness and Lloyd just forming a little 1-2 pack together. Oakley Kerr just slipping off the pace that they've set. But we look to the head of the field. Hansen and Radford, Williams, Klein and Maney. And Radford done a lot of training overseas over the Christmas period. And a lot of strength over the hills, steeplechaser, an experienced cross-country runner. Just hanging on to the back of Hansen, who is, of course, the Australian champion over cross-country. So Maney and Klein, they're in 4th and 5th. They're doing a bit of work together, and Williams finds herself in no woman's land in between the two small packs of athletes. And there's packs on packs on packs. The train out the front of the field is starting to be strung out. Now we have McGuinness and Lloyd. Another small pack that Oakley Kerr and has found herself in. Jess Jason is leading that pack around. And then at the back there's another 7 athletes going one by one. Everyone's running it pretty smart, running their own pace, but tucking in behind someone else in front of them. So it seems Radford and Hansen have broken the back of that pack now, and it's a little 1-2 out the front. And still nailing that pace. Williams leads around Maney. And Klein, the marathon runner, just hanging on behind them. McGuinness, Lloyd coming through next, running pretty metronomically back in the field. We've seen numerous times Hansen leading packs around here at Box Hill, running solo and winning races here at Box Hill. 6:25, 6:26, so just off that 16-minute pace now, but close enough. That's the pace they're trying to hang on to. Let's see how that progresses in the coming laps, trying to hit 72 seconds per lap. Williams, Maney, Klein, they're enjoying themselves back there in 3rd, 4th and 5th, working together through the race. And further back, McGuinness and Lloyd. McGuinness, the experienced marathon runner, leading around the, not junior anymore, Lloyd. So they'll be looking for a 7:36, and they've gone 7:40. So probably more heading for a 6:10 to 6:15 now. 16:10 to 16:15, should I say. But these girls are working so well together. Hansen leading out Radford, just going step for step. So Maney, you'll see in shot pretty soon, has edged her way ahead of Williams. And as we've said, Klein, the marathon runner, happy to do it solo just behind them. But it's all Hansen and Radford. as they go through 2,800 metres. 2.2 Ks to go for the leading two ladies. I'm liking the way that a lot of these athletes are going about this race. Hansen knows how to run and lead a race. Radford running very, very smart on her heels. And must have done a miscalculation a couple of laps back because they've gone through a 9:34. 9:36 is that 16-minute pace. So I said they're heading for a 16:10. I was wrong. Happy to be wrong to see these girls run a 16-minute 5K. Maney getting a few metres on Williams and Klein. Klein almost looking like she wants to pass Williams, actually, back in 4th and 5th position as she goes up on the shoulder. So 3.2 kilometres done for Georgia Hansen and Stella Radford. And looking further back in the field, still Maney. Klein has passed Williams. And about 200 metres or so back from the leaders, we have McGuinness, who's just broken the back of Lloyd, hanging about 10 metres off. But this is an unreal run out of front still. Hansen, and even more impressive, or just as impressive, Radford. Maney, Klein, Williams. Williams looks like she's just starting to hurt now. Klein is looking strong. In spite of that gap behind Maney, Klein is running a very, very strong race. Doing her own thing in 4th. 4 laps to go for the ladies on screen. And you can't see it now, but McGuinness and Lloyd just going through. You can on the bottom right corner of the screen, going through with 2 laps to go. Just realised that. Oh, and it looks like up the front of the field, Radford might just be slipping by 3 or 4 metres from Hansen. The elastic band is starting to stretch and may almost snap. With three laps to go for Hansen and Radford. So about 10 metres Hansen has on Radford now. Radford, what a strong run. She's been doing the work in the off-season. She'll do her best to hang on and still run a low 16-minute time for this 5K. But further back, Maney running strong, but as I said, Klein, the marathon runner. She hasn't minded running a few metres off the pack. And now she's getting up on the shoulder of her training mate, Maney. So 2.5 laps to go for our leaders, Hansen and Radford. They're still heading for that 16-minute pace. They'd want to be going through with 2 laps to go in about 13.5, 13:35. Georgia's going to be fine. Let's see if Stella Radford is still holding on to that pace. Hansen, 2 laps to go. She'll go into 16, probably even go 15:50. And Radford is setting herself up to run under 16 as well. Very, very impressed further back in the field by Klein, who has now passed Maney, finding herself in 3rd position, aiming to collect that $250 cash prize. We've seen in the back straight. 600 metres left. And now Hansen has a gap of about 30 metres on Radford. I don't think it's that Radford has exactly slowed her pace. I think that Hansen's increased hers, putting on those burners. Former 1500 metre runner is now showing she's still got the speed. So 450 metres to go for Hansen, 500 metres to go for Radford. She'll be heading for a 15:45 if she keeps up this pace. Radford heading for a 16-minute 5K if she keeps up hers. And Hansen now got a lead of about 50, 60 metres on Radford. She's only winding things up, increasing her pace. We're at 16-minute pace in the early stages. Now she's found herself setting herself up for a 15:45 with 200 metres to go. 250 metres to go for Radford. Can she break 16? Running so fast, she's passing the athletes in 6th and 7th position now. Hansen charging towards the finish line, keeping your eye on the clock for no other reason than it's going to be a quick time. Forget about 15:45, she's running 15:43. Radford, she's going to go under 16 minutes. She's charging towards the finish line as well. A very smart run from Radford there. 15:56, nipping at the heels of Hansen for much of that 5K. 15:56, huge run from Radford there. Now Sarah Klein, possibly the run of the day, just finding herself in that pack of Williams and Maney, waiting till about a K to go. Pushing herself ahead to run a 16:21 for Klein. Maney 16:24 in 4th position. Brooke Williams coming through in 5th, 16:40 for Williams. Rachel McGuinness next up. Now Jess Jason battling it out with Saskia Lloyd. Jason just getting the better of her, charging to try and run under 17 minutes. Just over McGuinness, Lloyd. Skaltsonis, another Box Hill athlete here at the home track tonight. So Sarah Waters coming through next. She'll be under 17.5. Cassie Little. And Olivia Weston. Alice Oakley Kerr in the mix as well. Twining from Yarra Rangers crosses the line next. And Matilda Lestrange rounding out the field in the women's A 5,000 metres.